So today we're going to look at a chinesium toe plate. Can actually fix a crooked steering wheel, and if it can be useful to actually be able to set the toe when you change out tie rod ends. I'm going to show how it's shipped and then put it together and then align the car. For this though, I'm going to use the 95 BMW since the wheel's crooked from the alignment that was done on it years ago. And the other part of this is that the BMWs this era, there's only toe adjustments in the front, which makes it really simple to show that the product can do what it says it can do. Toe is a universal adjustment that's done last on like cars like my Charger, because you do caster camber and then the toe is last. So this would be really good to see if you get like your old Mopar where the steering wheel is not straight, and be able to use that as an aligner. In addition to the actual toe aligners, tape measures, and the bubble level, you're going to need something like a yardstick, nice hard yardstick, straight edge. I used a nice metal ruler, and of course a level for that metal ruler, and you'll see why this comes into play later on. Okay, so now let's go unbox this and see what this thing looks like. Pull this out in a second. Okay, this is the kit steering alignment instructions. Okay, link to what it is in the video. So in here you have allegedly really good tape measures, levels to make sure that the plates you put on are level. This, I believe, is the plates that attach. This goes on the end for the tape measure, and they give you Allen keys to tighten the little bolts. Let's see what else we got in here. So here's the tape measures, 16 foot. Ooh, they're clearly marked, and that's what I'll probably put on that car, is about a 16th. These are the plates that hang down, nice and patriotic. They called it Pentastar or something. I'm like, I don't know what the hell they call on it. That's just like a star, I guess, to be patriotic. Okay, so the way these things sit, these hang down from the car, and you use this stuff. Yeah, so basically this goes on the end. Your tape measure sits like this. It pulls on there, and you're able to hold it, get a good clear reading of what that is. Okay, we are going to put these together before we put on the car. Probably be a good idea. Got the first one started there. They're very short, so this is not very hard. Okay, so now the second one is assembled. See, and they actually give you 2 extra. I thought it 1, but 2. Okay, so let's go and take a look at the car. I'm going to show you how the car is going, then we're going to show you how it is when we're done. There we go. See how it's a little crooked? Yeah, that's straight. So we're going to fix that and get it so it's no longer crooked. So you have properly jacked up your car, put a chock behind the rear wheel, put jack stands underneath it, take the wheels off. Now it's time to put these on. What you have to do is get 2 toward the bottom, and you have to make it so it's level. Now, the only issue I think I'm going to have is that this uses lug bolts, not lug nuts. I'm not so sure I can get them tight enough. Okay, now that we've actually put washers behind it so it's tight, and then we jacked it up by the lower control arm at the knuckle, so right at the bottom of the strut tower, so that's the strongest part on the front end. We have everything level. So now we have to set up our tapes, and then we're going to see where we are in alignment. And then the easy thing is just to move the tie rod ends. I mean, that part's the easy part. Getting this set up is kind of difficult, actually. All right, so let's get those tapes set up. The back is 59. Holy mackerel. This thing is towed. This thing is massively towed in. And this is where there's a giant weak spot on this, because you have to do each wheel the same. That just means we got to bring each one a little. This is a 58 3/4. That's a 59 1/4. Okay, with this alignment system, I have found out the secret sauce to make it actually work, because what they give you and the instructions they give you are not sufficient to do this. to be able to do the alignment properly, and this goes for any car, not just a BMW, you need to find some place on the underside of the car that's in direct line with the measuring tool. So basically around, coming from something that is equidistant on both sides of the car that you can measure from to figure out where the back of the rotor is. Because all you need is the measurement of the back of the rotor, because on a perfect alignment, the distance between the back of the rotor and the fixed point that is equidistant on the car, they are square. They're going to be perfectly square and equidistant from the hub of the car. And to do this, I took a household yardstick, a ruler, a metal ruler, and I put a level on the ruler, so that when I was going up from the measuring tool to this yardstick, I was getting a fairly accurate alignment. So let me demonstrate this. You can see that back here is the lower control arm bushing. It is absolutely the same on both sides of this car. It makes it really easy to do this. What you do is you take your yardstick, you put the yardstick against that bushing there, and you just take this, and when it's at its shortest, it's level. I'll show you here what I'm talking about. Okay, you see that? And what I do is I take the metal and I get it level, pressing up against that. It's square, and you go, and I am at 16.25 on this side. See, now we're going to go down the other side and do the same measurement from the same place. So same thing. There's the control arm bushing right there, and we're going to put this squarely in there. This side's a little harder because I'm kind of over here. And that's 16.25. So this is both sides facing the way they should. Once you have that, now it is basically moving the tie rods in tandem. So if you're going in, you go in on both. You go out on both. You're in tandem because things are aligned. But at this point, the car is aligned, because right there, this is at about 9/16, because that's what that is. And up front, it's about at a half. It's a little less than a 16th, but on this car, anything from 0 to an 1/8 is considered okay. The car rides perfect. I've never had the car steer with such perfection. And so we're going to take it for a ride, and I'll show you just how straight the wheel is. We'll see how straight we got this. We got it pretty straight down the middle of the road. Look at that. I gotta get the pitch here. Perfect. Right down the middle. So this thing really does do a really great job, because I am driving straight down the middle of the street without really much in the way of correction. I mean, there's this pitch on both sides, but it is much straighter than it was when we started. Absolutely amazing. It tracks so nice now. Well, there you have it. I have to look this up because the name is crazy. The Surf Cabin Wheel Alignment Tool, Toe Alignment Plates, heightened design, 2 imperial tape measures, fits most cars, trucks, and SUVs on Amazon. These things are actually not bad. These are welding magnets to hold the tape measure in place if you don't have a helper. The construction of these is pretty sturdy. They're nicely powder coated. The levels are pretty good. They're clear. They're easy to see when you're actually working on this. Pretty heavy duty. Haven't bent them. Seem to mount up right. The instructions themselves are really bad. They kind of show you how to put it on and how to read the measure, but their calculation for toe is actually backwards. They actually took the measurement from the back from the front, because they have it as a plus, and it is not a plus, it's a negative. They tell you what tools you need, which really isn't complete. To do this job properly, you need a set of jack stands, 2 jacks, because you have to get both wheels level. That is something that is not really in the instructions. That they show a picture of it being level, but they don't go into detail that when you raise the car, the suspension drops. So honestly, with all this in mind, the amount of effort it took for me to figure this out, with that said, you can do toe alignments on your car. It's fairly easy now. For that, I'll give this 7 out of 10 Hemis, because it would get higher if they actually gave you something to a secondary measuring piece to measure somewhere from inside the car, or give you some type of reference piece to actually measure each wheel individually so you know they're facing forward. But because it isn't a very hard figure out at that point, so you can actually use them to align the car and do a pretty good job, it gets that 7 out of 10. And let me know in the comments below what, how you align cars, what you think of this, what I could have done better to make it easier for myself. If you think it's a good deal, just shoot those comments below. I hope you got some. If you did, please like it. If you like car stuff, subscribe. Ring that bell, because I do a lot of neat stuff, fixing cars, history of cars, do some lives to give you some car news. It's pretty important. The other thing, hype it, because that's what we're doing for new channels. As always, if you have something cool to drive or something fun to drive, take it out, because you're going to make someone's day, probably your own. And I will catch you really soon.